Good morning and welcome. It is Friday the 12th of August. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, coming up today, we've got the review of yesterday. Today's bet's actually 3/4 stake. I was thinking it was going to be half stake and then I found a few more things. Could have switched. I could have made it a full day stake. I've gone 3/4. I'm happy with that. So yeah, we've had 4 days we've had bets this week, and it'll be the third day of 3/4 stake. And we did yesterday. We did half stake, so I haven't made it a full stake this week. And as I said yesterday, I'm just going cautiously with the weather because it puts up some funny results. Yesterday I didn't do anything in Ireland. Today I've got a few in Ireland, so I've got it as two lucky 15s, different value lucky 15s, and I've got cross doubles, but not in the most obvious races. I would say the races that I think are the best value. So we'll see how we go. So yesterday, what did we do? I got it as 10 on, 16.59 back. So yeah, first one missed the break and was done for. Then Me Next was rubbish. Silverdale backed in down to 8-1 before the off, and then it got pulled out for veterinary advice. Literally as they were loading, so that was frustrating because there was a lot of money coming for that horse. So it all looked like it was going to be a bit of a poor day, and then Cry Havoc, amazing, went and did it for us. So third day in a row we've had a nice double price winner. 18s on the channel, 14s SP. I think the price will vary because in the afternoon you could have got 25s. Had I done the video the night before, I'd have been putting that up at 22s, but if you'd done it with Bet365, you would have got 33s. So we'd have carried on the big price ones, but we didn't. It was a morning video. And then the last leg snagged fifth, which was good enough for Sky Hills. And if you'd watched the video and listened to what I said, is take the fifth place market on Bet365. They did what they haven't done for ages, which is offer you the option of 4 or 5 places, but 5 places you could have put in. Normally you can do extra plays on Bet365, but you can't put that in a multiple bet, but you could have done it yesterday at the Lingfield meetings. And so yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't write the bets all in the description box. And I do it on here because the way that I do things, I think it's important to listen to what I'm saying sometimes and get the overview. So I don't want people putting on the bets blindly and just flicking on and looking in the description. Fair enough, not everyone wants to listen to me drone on about stuff, but the context about why I'm putting the bet on and how I've come to it and advice like that, it pays to have the audio on and not be skipping through. But yeah, so it ended up being a profitable day. But third video in a row of this week. Well, we've only done 3 videos this week, and each one's got one big price double figure price winner. So for those of you who are covering things with extra single bets and stuff, you will be well up this week. Our strike rate for decent winners has been good this week. But you know, if you've been watching a long time, it's not always the case. Often we're playing for lots and lots of places. But this week we've just had some really, really nice winners go in. Will it happen today? 4th time lucky? I don't know. Who knows? We will see. So here is what I've got. £15 stake, as I said. So the first bet here is 1 at Newbury, 3 at Newmarket. It's really important to make sure you get your Newburys and your Newmarkets. When you're writing shorthand, Newbury, Newmarket, Newcastle can get very confusing. The first one's Newbury, the other 3 are Newmarket. And it's a slightly lower stake lucky 15 on this one because the first 2 are horses really there's a really outside chance of winning. They are much more in the bet for places because there's some short price favourites that on bare form look better. And all bets today I'm advising Sky Bet. So what we've got is the 2 o'clock Newbury. It's the only afternoon horse. So the next horse after that in any bet is this 5:10. So 2 o'clock's the only afternoon one. Le Havre 10s. There's 2 even money favourites, and then it's 10-1 the field, and I do think that looks like the right third favourite. So we're going to put Le Havre in. Then 5:10 Newmarket, that's got a short favourite, and looks like the next best. So we put that in. These horses can come and turn over a favourite, but you know it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. So there we are. So they're the 2, Le Havre and Grenham Bay. And then 6:48 Newmarket, and a right debate on that one. I've gone with Catch My Breath at 10s. And then 7:58. This is one of my 2 favourite races of the day. Sky are the only ones on 4 places. It's an 11 runner race. Sky are 4, everyone else is 3. I'd still do these bets with 3, but it's definitely Sky advisable for this race particularly. Repertoire 25s, I think there's a lot of value in there. I would be surprised if the first 4 home are the first 4 in the market. I think there's quite a few lurkers in that field. So I've done it as 18p each way, lucky 15, and I've got an additional single. So I've done a couple of additional singles on some today on repertoire at 30p each way single. So it's £6 bet 1. Then bet 2 is probably the main stake bet. I had to redo this one because I had a non-runner just before I was about to do the video. 520 Tramore, Dundee Lad 10s. 537 at Thirsk, Grange Clairview 16s. 705 Cork Hastily. We took it last time at 66s. It's only 8s now. It was a bit higher than that, but 8s just about would take that. And the 730 Tramore, Supreme Vinny at 18s. Sky are 5 places on all of these races. Some bookies are 5 on some and 4 on the other. No one else is 5 on all of them. So I'm advising Sky 5 places all these races. 20p each way, lucky 15. So standard channel bet. Then we've got an additional single just on Grange Clairview at 16s, and I've done an additional double on the 2 Tramore horses, Dundee Lad and Supreme Vinny. So hopefully that's clear. So additional single on the Thirsk course, Grange Clairview, additional double on the 2 Tramore horses. That is £7 your bet. And then finishing off, there wouldn't be everyone's 2 picks of races, but they're my best 2 races today for value. So and they're both later on and only half an hour between each other. So yeah, it's an evening excitement possibly. We'll see. 7:30 we've got Supreme Vinny and Mizuma going on. That's Tramore going on the 7:58 at Newmarket, Repertoire and Pistoletto. 4 times 25p each way doubles. So all combinations of doubles. It's a straightforward 2 and 2 for this one. And again, advising Sky bet on that. All right, that is what I've got for you today. That's my £15. As far as the golf goes, I'll just check flash score. It was a bit of a mixed picture, but nothing was too bad, I would say. But you know, it's still early days. So as far as the outright bets, over in the FedEx St Jude Championship. Shea Reevy 3 under, so he's only a couple of shots away from places, so he's close enough. Zalatoris has had a bit of a bad round, so he's 1 over, so he's got work to do to even make the cut today. So Reevy looks like the main hope in that one, so we'll see how he gets on round 2 today. And they're going on to Dantorp and Manly. So Dantorp did all right yesterday, and then his first hole today's hit a double bogey, so that's never good. Manly did okay yesterday. Started today, birdied all the first 3 holes, but since then he's hit 4 bogeys and a birdie, so he's not far away. So unless he completely implodes, looks like he's definitely going to make the cut. But there's not really much in the leaderboard in that one. And then lucky 15 wise, Farbring as our Swede is in the mix for top Swede. Andrew Wilson is quite close to being top in the top English places. Porteous is 1 out the top placings for top South African. It's only the shorty Niall Kearney is the one that needs to make up some ground today. So we've potentially got three on the go, but we'll see if Niall Kearney can get in there and the others can keep their place. That is the golf. That is me. So we're back tomorrow, similar time. Yeah, that's it. I guess. Yeah, what I would say is there was one sort of, I guess, little health warning is I know this week, because we've had 3 really decent price winners, more and more people will start covering more and more horses with single bets. And what I'm trying to do on the channel is show that over kind of doing in the long term over accumulators, that's where you make the money. And also I think people are going to be a bit more sensitive to cash outs, because we've had a few bets where we've had a nice price go in and then you're looking at cash outs. So I'm just putting an air of caution. At some point we are going to hit one of these bets well, and some people are going to regret the cash out. So in hindsight, a lot of these cash outs this week have looked good, but just be very cautious about the cash outs, because they are designed for the bookies, and when you do a cash out, whatever your offer is, you've got to make make sure you've minused off what your stake. So if you're offered £50 cash out, you've got to minus off whatever your stake is and minus off what you're already guaranteed to win on the bet to get the true cash out figure. Because cash out figures always look more exciting when they've got they've got stake mixed in and what you've already guaranteed to win. So make sure you understand what the true cash out value is by minusing off what you've already guaranteed to win and your stake. We've had some nice price winners, but that isn't always the case on the channel. So we might have another one today, I don't know, but I'm just erring caution. I do the strategy in the way that I'm doing it. I could have put a few more singles on, but those singles aren't ultimately going to lead to a jackpot. They're going to lead to a nice return. But if we did them on all of them, we'd be ended up spending a lot more stake trying to do that. You would make profit if you backed all of my each way horses single, but the profit margin is much, much, much lower than the accumulators. So you're better off putting the stake on the accumulators. Hopefully that is making sense and I haven't talked in too many riddles. Okay, back in the morning. Thanks very much. Cheerio. Bye bye.